Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Days Podcast along with a new video. I wanted to let you guys know thank you so much for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing, and liking. I will definitely be making more Patreon videos. There's definitely a new one up that I would love for you guys to check out. And exclusive episode on Spotify as well, so be sure to look. I will be doing more throughout the month. Don't worry, there's a few coming. I just want to make sure that you guys would be able to have something that is for us. Like, this is Days Podcast. It's us here, you know? So, thank you again. I want to continue doing more free content for you guys as well. You know, we got other things to talk about that doesn't have to always be, you know, for just us. We can talk with the people. We can talk with the public here. So, let's do if you will, a new video where we talk about, again, a rapper, another female rapper, because actually I just talked about Cardi. I just talked about Cardi's invasion of privacy, so definitely check that out. Yeah, pretty much made sure that was clear on the sense of it's still very much anticipated for her next album. So why not talk about someone that is very close to her and someone I appreciate because they actually cash app me one good time that I appreciate them for doing. I want to say that publicly because it's just, you know, it's one thing when you have screenshots, one thing when you have receipts to show that it happened, but it's another when you can publicly say, like, no, Megan Thee Stallion actually sent me Bitcoin before when she released Good News, which I will be talking about very soon. So, without further ado, we are going to talk about Megan's third album, Megan. Let's get into it. Yes, this album was released June 28th, 2024, so just not too long ago. Oh yeah, we're talking now. We're talking in real time now. I don't gotta talk about something 30 years ago or even 5, 10, whatever. No, we are talking about something that is as of the last few weeks, or the last few months, I should say. So, it is Megan's first album to be released under her independent label Hot Girl Productions after her departure from her former label 300 Entertainment and 1501 Certified. It is preceded by 3 singles: Cobra, the US Hot 100 #1 single, Hiss, and Boa. To promote the album, Megan embarked on the Hot Girl Summer Tour, her first headlining concert tour, which I'm very proud of. And I had a notion, a very much big one, where I said, if she comes here, if she comes to Boston, I have to see her. Unfortunately, she decked it. So this is my thing, and I'm making this very clear on this video. Megan was here in Boston with Glow. And the sad part is, I didn't get to go. And another sad part is, it was on my birthday. So, I mean, I would have wanted to go and be like, Megan, my birthday, bitch, you know, but this video will suffice. But anyway, we are going to talk about the background of this album now. And, you know, with it being 52 minutes, you know, that's enough time, you know, listen, get into it, you know. Yes, on October 19, 2023, 1501 Certified revealed that the company and Megan Thee Stallion have mutually parted ways with each other. Shortly after, Megan clarified on an Instagram live stream stating that her album would be self-funded and the budget is coming from me. Conceptually, the album follows a snake-based theme and motive through the titles of the singles and the promotional material. For the song, Otaku Hot Girl, which pays homage to several anime series she enjoys, managed to clear some legal paperwork with MAPPA regarding permission pertaining to use of Jitsu Kaisen characters among those referenced days before the album released. On October 23rd, Megan posted on her social media a teaser of her upcoming album stating, just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. Under her independent music and entertainment company, Hot Girl Productions. On February 2nd, 2024, Megan signed a distribution deal with Warner Brothers Music Group, which would allow her the creative control of an independent artist, but with access to the company's resources. And let's just make that very clear. She's independent, right? So no artist or anyone needs to look at her and feel like she don't get paid. She gets every fucking cent, okay? And I just want to make that clear because this is something a lot of artists I'm seeing, and even in recent times, are wanting to do, even if they don't want to admit it. No one wants to be under a label forever if they don't own their own, which you do now. But it's just like, you know, if they own their own, the most they would like to do is work with distribution and just, hey, I'm doing this with me. This is all me. I'm doing this. And why not? And I think that, you know, it just sets the tone. It sets the tone about who has what and where they are, what they're gonna do with it. Because quite honestly, there's men that, you know, are similar in situations that would want to, you know, continue to do things independently, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So it's like, it can happen for everybody. Why not? Make your own money. Who wants to borrow anything from anybody to get any type of gain? Okay? And she's been through a lot. and you know, she even herself has said, like, you know, when it came to money, she had to learn a lot about how to just really kind of maneuver what to do after a while. And it's real. Ain't no shade that I need to be sending anyway, anyhow. I'm letting everyone know this is an unbiased, and I still will let everybody know this is an unbiased channel. I talk for the real. I don't got time to be saying this and no. I talk for the real here. On January 30th, 2024, Megan did an interview with Good Morning America, revealing that she planned to tour for that upcoming summer season. On March 20th, Megan formally announced the Hot Girl Summer Tour, which began May 14th in Minneapolis. Like I said, she was already starting to tour my birthday month. and it is set to conclude August 1st in Chicago. And she's still touring. Megan announced the album and its release at the first of 2 shows at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's really, like, it makes me upset because I really wish I could have went. But you know what? The next one. I'm going to make sure I go to the next one. Yeah, the album's lead single, Cobra, was released on November 3rd, 2023, alongside a music video directed by Douglas Bernard, I think. Douglas Bernard. 5 days later, Megan released a rock remix of Cobra with the Canadian-American alternative metal band Spirit Box. The single debuted and peaked at number 32 on the Hot 100, and that's really good. Any higher is like legend, being an independent artist and rapper. There was no help with that. Just her name. Okay? The second single, Hiss, was released on... I mean, okay. When I say there was no help with that, because I don't want to misconstrue anything, whether she has any ties with any other label, whether it's Warner, Rock Nation, doesn't matter. Her name is what's charting her. People need to understand that. It's not just, oh, you know, we are releasing it and having this be out. This, it's not just the promotion. I myself is still growing as a you know, cast, and so I get it where your name is what is making people search. Your name is what's making people, you know, who you are is what's making people tune in. So it's just, that's why, you know, I with all artists, even when it came to talking about Michael, where it was just like, what do you mean Off the Wall didn't chart a certain way? It's like, when your name comes through in such a way, that's it. And Michael came back and said, no, I'm doing Thriller. And when they seen Thriller, they didn't just think of the album, they said, wait a minute, Michael Jackson? You know, the name, okay? Like, it's not rocket science. His was released on January 26th, 2024, alongside a music video also directed by Douglas Bernard. His debuted atop the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Megan's first solo chart-topping single and third overall. It also debuted at #1 on the Global 200, making Megan the first female rapper in a lead role to debut atop the chart in history. Okay? So, and this is independent. This is not like label. This is her label. She's getting the residue from it all in a great way too. Congratulations, you know, and yeah, being able to debut #1 on Billboard 200, you know, wow. Billboard Global 200 is a weekly record chart published by Billboard magazine. So, no one's ever done that. She's the first to ever do that. So, there's critical reception already, but I wanted to just talk about they generally received favorable reviews, which assigns a normalized rating of 100 to reviews from professional publications. The album has had an average score of 65 based on 4 reviews, indicating generally favorable reviews. Yes, someone had said flows with a higher level of creative boldness, finding it more cohesive than her previous albums. So this was more of like she sounds more focused. She's more here. She's more like, you can hear that the only thing that's above her head is some fucking headphones. You can hear it. Like, no. She's rapping, okay? So, yeah, let's talk about the track list. So, track 1 is Hiss. Track 2 is Rattle. Track 3 is Figueroa. Track 4 is Where Them Girls At. So, throughout the first 5 tracks, because track 5 is Broke His Heart, she's talking her shit. And I guess, you know, as they say it in the new times, you gotta catch it. But she's talking her shit, and I'm not blaming her, and I don't feel like she don't need to not talk her shit. I think that, you know, there's only so much that we can be able to sit back and say, okay, this artist said this. What is this artist gonna say? What if sometimes there was already a lot that's just being said, but now it's just, we gonna just talk. We gonna spar. We gonna keep going. We gonna keep, you know. And I think for a while, even with the men, there have just been artists that may have took the time to really just feel like, all right, I'm gonna dish you, and then they feel like it needs to just disappear. Whereas with a Megan, whereas with a Kendrick, it's like, no. I'm not gonna just let this simmer down. Like you be surprised what more I got to say and what more I'm gonna be doing, and more prosperity that you think is not gonna happen. That's gonna happen because life goes on. We can't just keep living in the same world, and I'm saying we, with all artists, we can't live in the same world where we're not allowing other artists and other individuals and content creators even just be able to shine and be able to really show their artistry and their craft. Like I don't know what it was in the 2000s, because I felt it. And this is not just talking about rap here, and it's not talking about any just one gender either. This is just all around music. I don't know what it was in the 2000s, but the battling and the ways that people were kind of like doing things when it came to, even if they were going to do movies, even if they were going to be on TV, like there was just certain appearances that, you know, kind of showed the fact that certain artists were just more or less wanting to be seen rather than to work. And then it's the opposite, where it's just like there's more artists that are working, but then they can't be seen. And so that takes away on both spectrums. It ain't one or the other. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, if you're always working and you're not always seen, you can't always deliver what you gave 2-3 years ago if everyone's already trying to be on the next shit. As opposed to, wait, you've been out all hot, you've been doing everything, you've been doing da-da-da-da, but then the quality or the sense of where things were with you or what you did isn't the same. And it shouldn't be, because we're in a different time. And that's one thing that I commend Megan, Cardi, I'm gonna say all female and male rappers and what they do. Where you have to have that era be that era for that time. If we string along an era that we're supposed to make sure is closed, we won't grow. And I'm not saying musically, I mean like as individuals, as artists, as rap, and all of them now. Now, from what I'm talking in a general sense, I just think that's where it needs to lie here. Because there's just no need for us to not have this much versatility. Let me just continue. So, BAS featuring Kyle Rich. That's track 6. Track 7, Otaku, Hot Girl. Track 8, which is Find Out. So there's already, like I said, versatility getting in there. And we often lately have just been hearing just similar intentions and vibes and you know, notions, and you know, it's good that with Megan, she set a different bar here. Like I don't want my album to be perceived as, oh, this is just another rap album. Like, no, I'm internationally wanting y'all to know who the fuck, because now I'm a Grammy Award winning artist. I'm not gonna just come out and just, all right, you know, she's talking shit with her. No, I'm gonna have some anime vibes that I love. I'm gonna talk about a video game that I could actually have as me being a part of. Why am I not gonna come this hard? Why not? So, you know, I just think that, again, like, she just wanted us to really have a cohesive album. Which leads us to track 9, which is Boa. You know, that single came out literally before the album came. And so, you know, being in the middle of the album, it's like, no, you know this song, get into it. Wah, 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 wah. Like, you just, bitch, your time up. Why is you not clocking out? Like, and then having Mamushi featuring Yuki Chiba. So that song, track 10, very experimental. And I think more artists need to be doing this, working with different artists from different places, and why not? And I think that you need to hit up Utada next, girl. uh, Hikaru Utada, I should be able to say. You know, they wouldn't probably mind working with you too, because Yuki worked with them, okay? Because I'm speaking from a non-binary sense, okay? So, like I said, yes, Megan, hit Hikaru Utada up for me. Accent featuring Glorilla, so that's a great song. I mean, yes, that's a great song. Track 12, Paper Together, featuring UGK. So those two songs alike, I feel as though she wanted to definitely enhance the fact that I'm a country girl. Like, I'm from the country. Like I know I could be with the people and be lavish and all nice, and now I got a #1 song, but I'm still a country girl, you know, and I respect those that respect me and have made things possible for me. 13 Spin, featuring Victoria Monet. Now that was a surprise for me. I didn't even know they'd have a song, and I love that song. It's a good song. Downstairs DJ, and then there's, well, that's track 14. Track 15, Miami Blue, which is featuring Big Crit and Buddha Bless. So, you know, she made it to where it's not so many features, just enough as opposed to what she has to say. 16, Worthy. 17, Moody Girl. And, you know, Worthy and Moody Girl, those are good songs. Those, you know, I was like, wait, those are at the end? Oh my God, it's almost over. And then you get Cobra, which is 18. And to be honest with you, I don't blame her not having like too many, you know, female rappers besides Glow, because that's, you know, who she's been touring with, which makes perfect sense because Glow and her have a song together on her project as well. So then there's the Amazon exclusive track listing. It's Prime Day Music, Amazon Music Original. So I mean, that's technically a song for the album as well, you know, cute little bonus track that you hear on TV, because Prime Day is still some days away. So, but yes, guys, again, I didn't want to kind of rant too much on just the fairness in music, but it has to be addressed because there's fandoms out there that, you know, I'm not going to tell you not to stand down. I'm not. You're supposed to stand, and that's it, you know. I can't tell a stand to stand down. You love who you love. But I just want you to know, she, just as much as Cardi, just as any female rapper, any of them, all of them, deserve to have they shine. And we could be able to listen and appreciate it as consumers. And I just, you know, when there's beef, there's beef. And I can't tell Megan to not be Megan. Megan gonna be Megan. And I think that that's the whole point of the album. I'm Megan, you know, and, you know, that's just it. I think that, you know, in future times, she's gonna have more music that's gonna really do something, because independent money, that's damn near the best money, because it's your money. You don't gotta run around here, there, give this, give that, unless you want to. And if it's an investment, not so much because it's already been put for you, okay? And that's for all music, you know, and that's why, again, when it comes to even content creators, when you're putting it out yourself and doing it yourself and taking the time to make it you and for you and your viewers and you who appreciate you, it stands out. It don't gotta be, oh, because, you know, you did it this way and that way. No, when you're doing it your way, authentically, it will be appreciated. At least that's what I believe. So that's my video episode for just being able to talk about this album. I believe it is still, you know, being streamed and listened to. It's still very much freshly new. So we ain't knowing, you know, sales and #1s and none of that. Well, for the sake that, you know, she's been having a really great streaming, you know, run, which is really good, especially independent, like I said. So again, definitely check out the album. I love it, and I will be back with more.